Welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is August 20th, 2020, and this is episode 72. We are going to take a look at, excuse me, Image Comics' Top Cow's latest publication for A Man Among Ye. This comic is written by Stephanie Phillips. It's drawn by Craig Cermak. And as we take a look at the cover here, it's a pretty nice depiction. They really have the main character popping out, and they have this minor character who's probably going to play a more major role as it comes along in the foreground. This character here was introduced first as a boy, but turns out she's a girl at the end of issue 1. And she was a stowaway after a great sea battle, which was really intense and really edgy, and I loved it. And I loved the first comic. Unfortunately, this one, it's taken a turn for the worse. Bad seas ahead, I'm afraid. Hopefully they can turn it around. Starts out with a flashback back to the ship where the girl grows up. Shows her losing her parent. And she grows up and tries to join the Navy. Kind of like Mulan. It's kind of almost like Mulan 2. Where she dresses up like a guy so she can get into the army for that storyline. This one she's dressing up like a guy so she can become part of the Navy and go out on the high seas and have some adventure. So Anne Bonny, who is the main pirate, and it was a real pirate in real life too. This is kind of more of maybe a docudrama, a little more fictitious than the actual story, but she was a young pirate who sort of kind of disappeared right around her early 20s. So we don't really know what happened to her. She did marry the captain of the ship, Captain Calico Jack. And I can't think of his last name. I'm sorry, I should have looked it up. But anyway, the story just doesn't have the intensity of the last one. There's a lot of talking, a lot of maneuvering politically within the ships, a little bit of arguing, nothing too much. And it kind of boils down to Anne is taking care of Mary, who's the girl, and trying to keep her out of harm's way while she's on the ship. So it's a lot of talking, as you can see, not a lot going on. So then we cut to Fort Nassau, where the governor there is hanging pirates, and he plans on hanging a whole lot of them. And apparently there's another captain here who thinks he's not going to get hanged, thinks he's going to be able to get away. So I'm imagining he's got some plan he's concocting at this time. In the meantime, one of the mates on the pirate ship is concocting his own plan to take the ship from Captain Calico Jack. And this is the guy they call Biff. Not really a pirate name. Sounds like something more from Michael J. Fox movie. But Biff is here, and he challenges Anne Bonny a week's wages in a drinking contest. But unbeknownst to Anne, he spikes her drink in order to kill her because he is planning a mutiny of the ship to take the ship from Captain Calico Jack. Luckily, Mary sees what's going on, and after Biff leaves Anne for dead, she's able to get Anne Bonny to regurgitate the poison, and groggy, she goes after the ship, but she gets there too late. The ship is taken off, so she goes to steal a small sloop, and we find out the sloop's already been stolen by another woman. So this is with the big twist now. So it's the women in here are starting to multiply exponentially. And I think it's starting to be a little too more woke than I would care it to be. I was hoping it would be like, a man among ye, a woman among ye, a woman among ye men. But we're not seeing this now, unfortunately. In fact, you see 2 here. So now it went from 1 female to 2 at the end of the first issue. Now we've gone to 4. So it's kind of a little exponential. This looks pretty nice, though. I like this cover for the next issue. I will stick around, and hopefully we'll turn it around a little bit and we'll get out of these woke doldrums and move on to windier seas, because this really slowed down compared to the first issue. I'm not as excited about it. Here's some sketches and a little bit more of everything to combine with the story. I mean, this is a pretty nice layout all in all. This looks like something that was more in the first issue. It says issue number 1, cover art process. So you get to see that, how that ended up. And maybe this says issue 2. There were this scene actually didn't really happen, as you know. And Witchblade Volume 1, I really want to get this because I did review Witchblade, the 25th anniversary of the first issue, and that was excellent. So you might want to check that out if you've never read it before. And The Complete Darkness Volume 1, I know nothing about. That's coming out January 2021. Okay, so I can't really recommend this. This is not a good jumping on spot. If you do read the first one, it reads a lot better than this one. This one just doesn't have enough action, and it's taken on this woke quality where it seems like there's going to be a female band of pirates, perhaps. So it's kind of losing that. The only real mystery is what's happening to Captain Calico Jack. We don't know. Is he okay? Has he been killed? So I will read to find out what happens to him. That's really my only true motivation to continuing with this series. So with that, I bid you adieu. This is Indie Comics Jones from the Temple of Tomes. Thanks for stopping by. Please like, please subscribe, please leave comments. I'll try to answer every comment. And that's it. And just take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time. More and more reviews to come.